And it's the SEC's Auburn Tigers and the ACC's Florida State Seminoles for a trip to the Super Regionals. Auburn needs 2 wins tonight to pull it off, but FSU needing just 1 more victory. Florida State will be the visiting team here on their home field. Let's take a look at the lineup for head coach Lonnie Alameda. Nine pitch of the at-bat and strike 3 call on the inside corner. And Shelby having to shade her eyes, looking directly towards the sun. Just off the outside corner, ball 4, and Beecham picks up arguably the biggest hit against UCF yesterday. Grounds to third, Widra to second for 1, and with the speed of Harding, they won't get her for the inning-ending double play, but they do get the lead runner, Beecham.
Long, then she came out, and it's good to see that she is able to help her team today at third base.
Torres chops it to second, and the throw by Rose Roach retires Torres, and that takes care of Florida State in the first. They leave a runner. Tigers jumping on the first pitch, deep short. Torres, long throw, got her. Ross with backhand scoop. Long throw there. Played in for the Tigers. Gets jammed and rolls that one left side. Another play for Torres. So in 3 pitches.
Right now, Ashton Danley is in a rhythm.
In a rhythm, an understatement. 6 pitches and sets down Auburn in. He jumps on the first pitch and a little flare into center field. There's a base hit. That's her 3rd hit of the regional. A couple of them have been just like that, actually. Not a real hard contact, but found.
And it's an art, it's a skill that's so important.
Perfectly executed with the shortstop Peralta coming over towards second base. Flaherty just rolled that through the open hole on the.
Got good spin, good movement on the ball.
Foul tip into the mitt of Wohlers, and that is a strikeout of Curve for the first out. 3-2 pitch coming to Amaya Ross. Strike 3 call. 3rd strikeout for Lowe. The second, a called 3rd strike for the. Fly ball right center field, battling the sun, but winning that battle in right field is Isis Tresvik. And Lowe works around the 2 leadoff hits.
Unless they're going to their off speed, trying to keep the hitter off balance.
Now the right field side, angling into the corner, up against the fence. Kerr having to chase it, and now the center fielder comes over to grab that.
The barrel down and watch it roll in the dirt.
And with 2 strikes, a liner off the glove of Danley, and the fact that she couldn't catch it cleanly does allow Leck to go to third base.
Pulled in.
Bouncy ball softly hit. Leck not going on contact, and the out is recorded at first. Widra did get a soft ground ball to the right side, and the 3-1 pitch. Inside ball 4. So after getting the first pitch over for a strike, the next 4 miss. And the Tigers have runners at the corners now with 2 outs. The second inning here in Tallahassee. Stopping halfway down is Tresvik, who now trots into second base. So Florida State obviously sniffed that out. They're like, we're not even going to worry about it. You can run for. Quite a plate appearance there for Roach. Works a walk to load the bases. Peralta finds right field. It's Scored Smith. Tresvik to the plate, in with a head-first slide. And Auburn getting some production from the bottom of the order. 26th and 27th RBIs for.
The bottom of the Auburn lineup has come to play today. This is pitches up and elevated in the zone, and Peralta inside outs it a little bit. And what a huge RBI, 2 RBI for the 9 batter That's Roach drawing the walk, Peralta with a big 2-out hit, and Auburn strikes early.
First 3, 2 hits against UCF, 3 more against Chattanooga, and then another 2 against UCF. That's chopped towards third base, and Beecham, a little bit of a high throw, and it looked like Ross was dealing with the sun, but makes the catch to retire the side. And Apple State and Kaylee Mudge. Just joining us, you're all caught up. Great to have you with us. Mudge bunting, that's scooped up by the first baseman Milanowski, and Roach there covering. And she walks for a second time. Marty does represent the tying run at the plate for FSU. That is 4 strikeouts now for Shelby Lowe.
All tight movement, a lot of swings and misses.
Torres bounces one up the middle, a diving attempt by Roach. It's into right center field, and Beecham headed to third. Throw there is late, and that allows the trailing runner Torres to scoot down to second. And now the Noles had the potential tying runs in scoring position. And some key hits already in this regional. Edenfield drives it deep center field, and Florida State is in front. On the year for Edenfield.
This pitch is down in the zone. It's a curveball located in, and Edenfield times it up perfectly, elevates it over the center field wall. This is what Florida State does so well. Situational hitting. They've got their slugger up when it matters most, and she delivers.
Here. The strikeout for Lowe ends the inning, but Edenfield had the 4 1/3, couple earned runs, 3 hits, walked 5, struck out 2 through 82 pitches and a no decision when they came back to win. Packer is on again, this time a leadoff walk. Guys, bounced out at first, tag play at second, safe. Now as soon as Ross stepped on first.
A base stealing threat.
Amelia Leck swings and hits a high fly towards left center field. Backpedaling, still going, caught on the track by Kennedy Harp, and Packer tags and goes to third. And that ball just kept on going, and Harp was tracking it. First base, right to Ross. They strand Packer at third.
Know you're facing Auburn. They are going to fill up the strike zone early. They are the 3rd in the nation in terms of throwing first pitch strikes.
Slabs that and pops it in the air to shortstop, and Joanne Graff Field in Tallahassee for this regional final. 10th consecutive year they've hosted here in Tallahassee. There's a swinging strikeout that time. Around 1-2 offering. Hallie Waycaser's grounded to third, speared by Widra. Annabelle's throws on target. They go down in order for the first time.
And these were stress, pressure, meaningful innings. It was intense.
Golf to first base. Well, that's where Maya Ross has that glove. Pitches. But when Auburn scored in the top of the 12th, and that ball is fair past third. There's Tresvik. Going to be held to a long single. Good play by Kaylee Mudge. The cutoff time. That's in the dirt, and down to second base goes Tresvik. And Mickey Dean said, yeah, I think it should be 1 a.m. You shouldn't be able to start an inning after 1 a.m.
A drop dead time.
Roach hits a high fly towards right center field. That ball carrying towards the edge of the warning track, and it's run down by Kaylee Harding. Advancing is Tresvik. She tags and goes from second to third.
Bond's kind of fake steals. You're just taking a look at what the defense is going to do.
Takes off this time. Edenfield holds on to it.
2 outs, but that has not been the case this season. Really surprised Florida State doesn't try to get a more competitive throw down to second. Edenfield's got a strong arm, but they've just been able to, the third stolen base for Auburn.
With a hit by pitch, now the bases are loaded. Auburn did so at Clemson, lost to the Tigers. Florida State did right here to South Carolina and won that. That's bounced to short, and on one pitch, Torres fires to first, and they get Packer. What a big out on one pitch for Danley, and ready with a 2-2 pitch. Strike 3 call on the inside corner. That's 7 strikeouts for Shelby. Pops it up out into shallow right field. That's the second baseman Roach out. Just into. Hot shot snagged by Peralta, but she has no play with her momentum carrying her into left field. Kaylee Hardy left one in the third, and the bases loaded in the fourth. And a strikeout there at Torres. And Shelby Lowe towards her 8th strikeout. Here comes. Bouncy ball out to second. Flaherty down on one knee. 1 out. And the night is finished. Ball 4. Tallahassee, by the way. I reflected back to last night there, didn't I?
Hey.
1 out walk. Malinowski shoots it fair down the line and right. Leck headed for third. The throw's going to come towards second base and is cut off. Malinowski. Bouncy ball. That gets through and will tie the game. Leck scores. Throw goes into third base from Kerr. And Widra with an RBI single, a seeing eye base hit through the right side, and it's 3-3.
Auburn is confident. Widra does not get a good piece of this ball, beats it in the ground. It's a good pitch by Danley, but the ball has eyes, and it's an.
Occasionally throwing there in the bullpen. Just threw the bat out there, and it goes to Beecham, throws to first to get an out. You get Tresvik for the first time. It advances.
They could take the lead.
Ball 4 is high. It loads the bases for Peralta.
The dirt, and Edenfield has been fantastic.
Off the pitcher's glove. Torres has time. Got the out at first. 1-6-3. A huge out for the Seminoles to
Kenton Shelby Lowe. Now Shelby Lowe hasn't pitched a lot in this regional until today, but they need this type of performance from her.
pitched very carefully to Edenfield after her 2 hits and 3-run home run and her
3 big hits.
Takes an 0-2 pitch out to shallow center field, and that's going to drop. Packer from her knees, unable to find it for a moment, and it's long enough that Potter can advance down to second, and a blue base hit for Flaherty, her second of the game.
60 feet here.
Kerr gets the bunt down. Low, look to third instead of first, and everybody's safe.
All day yesterday. We're looking at one of the best strikeout pitchers in the nation.
Dax strikes out. Pitch 2 by Maddie Pinta has just come into the game. Strike 3 call on the inside corner, and when it comes down to the 3-2 pitch, Pinta paints the inside corner for strike 3 looking. Situation, Pinta in the game, score tied, bases loaded. 3-1 pitch, ball 4, forces in the go-ahead run.
A lot of emotion in this at bat. This is really the first pitch Maddie Pinta has thrown. That's not a competitive pitch. Really an easy decision for Kaylee Mudge, who has struggled in this
Beecham, left side. Peralta has nowhere to go, and another run scores. Flaherty is in.
We talked about it. The Noles are the best with the bases loaded. And Beecham gets a pitch on the outer half of the plate, something she's been seeing the entire regional. But this time she pulls the ball, finds a gap, and is all smiles.
Now she's up with the bases loaded and 2 outs. That's into left. Another hit. 1 run is in. Here comes the second. 2-run single for Harding. And it's been a 4-run inning for Florida State.
Geico covers dead batteries with their easy app and...
It's up in the zone, a pitch elevated, and she gets just enough of it. Harding also pulling an outside pitch, and this time she brings in 2. Harding, one of the best in Florida State history at RBI. She is clutch.
Deep. Gone. Torres, 3-run homer.
Freshmen in this Seminole lineup have produced so many runs all season long. She knew it right off the bat. This pitch was right down the middle of the plate, something Maddie Penta rarely does. Leaves the ball plated. Issa Torres jumps all over it. And the disappointment from Penta in the circle.
9th home run for Torres.
They hit home runs. One of the top 10 scoring teams in the country, and they can do it quickly. I mean, in a blink of an eye here, you get to 2 quick outs in the inning, and you think, oh, this game is going to look a lot like what
3 o'clock in this morning. To say that had something to do with this craziness with 2 outs, and it's going to continue here as Flaherty is on once again.
They had to come from behind in their first game against Chattanooga.
There is strike 3 to end the inning, but Florida State scores 7. He sends a high drive towards left center field. That ball at the fence, and it gets out. The 11th of the year for McCrary, and it gets the Tigers out of the dugout. Makes it a 10-4 game.
Last night in their win over UCF, and KK McCrary, probably the feistiest one of all. Really enjoyed visiting with her because of her ability to lead this team. She elevates a pitch all the way to center field. Big moment for the senior.
Packer puts that on the ground to short. Torres showing off her arm. Throws out the very speedy Michaela Pack. Rollers takes ball 4. That's a 4-pitch walk.
Pin for Florida State.
That gets it back to the circle. Out at second on the first double play. Routed towards short. And the play made by Peralta for the first out. Kennedy Harp struck out eventually in that at bat against Penna, but here trying to beat out an infield hit and will do just that. Who announced early in the season, in late March, that he'd be retiring at the end of the season. They're going to say they get the out at second base, and then Florida State.
Few of those here in Tallahassee over the regional.
Beecham bounces it to third, a force out there across to first. That's a double play, and that will end the inning. Back to Danley, 1 out. Later in the week, trying to get to the Women's College World Series. It will be some must-watch television for Norman, Oklahoma, with the 3-time defending national.
One of those teams is not going to make it this year to the Women's College World Series.
Ball's hit towards right field, and what a catch! Kerr out and right. She's made a few of those this weekend, acrobatically.
Well, Kerr's done this a couple times. It looks like she's going to get burned on this ball. Takes a little bit of a side angle versus a drop step angle. But she reaches up at just the right time, jumps, leaves her feet.
Into right field, base hit for Rose Roach. She keeps the Auburn season alive. For the second straight year and 11th time in school history, Florida State is headed to the Supers.
They have been hitting through the lineup, doing damage, and they can score quickly, as we saw tonight in the 6th inning when they put up 7 runs. That really was the difference tonight, the team offense for Florida State.